Today's astrology ride of the day is a couple of rides put together in one. Sometimes I find that when you're looking at things in the universe, it may come in a series of events just so you can see it. And so the series of events had to do with second house Taurus stuff, values and security. Now, what actually kicked off this video was this last ride of the day today, and we ended up having a discussion, and I ended up having to tell him that, hey man, everybody doesn't want the same thing in life. And it seemed like a surprise to him. Another guy who I ended up telling this story to, it was really interesting, his response to the story. And here's the story. I wrote a blog about it, and it's The Wizard of Oz. Now, here's The Wizard of Oz astrologically. If you look at Dorothy was trying to get home. What is home? Earth, grounded. She wanted to get back home. The Tin Man was looking for a heart. What is heart? Feelings, water. The Lion was looking for courage. What is courage? Fire. And the Scarecrow was looking for a brain, air, intellect. The four elements. And these four characters went on a journey. What journey? Everybody told them to follow the yellow brick road. Well, who is everybody, and what is the yellow brick road? Well, when you realize that from the time you were born, you have been programmed with belief systems, as in you were born into a religion. You didn't choose that religion. You didn't choose to be Catholic, Muslim, Mormon, Amish, Hindu, Buddhist. You didn't choose that. It was given to you. So that's a system. That's a yellow brick road. People tell you should do this job, do that job. That's a yellow brick road. And so, what is life? Why do I say know thyself and balance your energy and all that stuff? Well, what happened in the story of Wizard of Oz? Well, they started following this yellow brick road. And on their journey, they went through a couple of trials and tribulations. You know, the Wicked Witch of the West was trying to get them, and you know, all the stuff that they went through trying to get to Oz. But something happened on that journey. Two things happened on that journey. The first thing that happened was when they got to Oz, they found out that Oz was a fraud. It's just a guy in the back pulling strings and levers and making a big voice and a big sound, you know, and had everybody in awe. And they couldn't get them. Oz couldn't get them what they wanted. But guess what? On their journey, the Lion found his courage. The Tin Man found his heart. The Scarecrow found his brain. And Dorothy found her home. Guess what? The funny thing about it is, it wasn't missing at all. They never looked for it. It was already inside them. They needed things to push them. The trials and the tribulations. That's life. Trials and tribulations pushing us to, you know, find that heart, find that brain, find that air, that earth, that intellect, that courage. So if you're wondering why things happen to you in your life, life is pushing you to find those things within inside you. Now the big question is, whose yellow brick road are you following? You wonder how that person gets successful, and we look at them as that person should be happy. He got everything, and he is this, and she's that, and blah, blah, blah. And you find out that person's unhappy. I think the reason they unhappy because they got to eyes and found out it was a fraud. That was, they followed somebody else's yellow brick road. Hey, you can make a lot of money if you do this. Hey, you could have this if you do that. And they do this and they do that and get those things and find out, oh, I never really wanted to do this in the first place. And why am I bringing this story up? Because I told this guy, hopefully you watching, the Wizard of Oz story. And at the end, I asked the guy, whose yellow brick road are you following? His response, my dad's. And he wonders why I picked him up from a gym having boxing classes to release frustration. Know thyself. Balance your energy.